Okay, here we go. Take two. I'm going to do a series of questions that I found online. I think Christopher Hitchens actually answered these questions in Slate, but I don't remember any of his answers, so I'm going to provide my own. The first question is, what do you regard as the lowest depth of misery? Well, that's a really deep question, and I'm not a deep guy. But for me it would be watching your child grow up into young adulthood from afar, over the internet and on the phone and things of that nature. Don't let it happen to you. Diet Shasta from the dollar store because I like the finer things in life. Question 2. Where would you like to live? Somewhere with seasons. Preferably fall and winter seasons, mostly. And having said that, near woods, with a fireplace. I would really like to live in a cabin in the snowy woods with a fireplace and unlimited time to read and write. That would be cool. What is your idea of earthly happiness? I don't know. Good food, good wine, good love, good friends. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I mean, an escape from loneliness would be cool. To what faults do you feel most indulgent? I don't mind it when people are judgmental. I don't mind it when I'm judgmental. I think it's not a bad thing to be. I don't think pride is a bad thing, as long as it's earned. Who are your favorite heroes of fiction? Good question. Well, just going out of the latest series that I'm reading, Malazan Book of the Fallen, I would have to go with Fiddler from that series. Probably Tyrion Lannister from Game of Thrones. Wouldn't really call him a hero. Where do whores go? Fuck you. But he's a cool guy, especially in the first book. Up until the... No spoilers. Him... And I'll have to go with Krupp from Malazan Book of the Fallen. Again, wouldn't really classify these people as heroes, but they're the closest to these books come to them. Who are your favorite characters in history? I always thought Einstein was cool, a little crazy. I don't know if they mean like classical history or recent history, but recent history would be Einstein. Classical history, I'll go in order. Probably after him, Thomas Paine, Thomas Jefferson. Going further back, probably Alexander, and the King of Normandy. Okay. Who are your favorite heroines in real life? Oh gosh, that's a good question. Curry, of course, because you have to say that. And any woman who stands up for herself and her rights without being a sniveling, sobbing, quasi-feminist who wants to have women ascend over men. So, really, I kind of skirted around that question. Who are your favorite heroines of fiction? Well, the protagonist of Best Served Cold by Joe Abercrombie. Something Mercudo. Been a couple months since I read the book, but very cool, very cool. It was basically Kill Bill in a Renaissance-y setting. Her and collectively the Seven Sisters from Ed Greenwood's Forgotten Realms novels. Probably the symbol, Simbul, being the most prominent in my mind. Followed closely by Storm, Silverhand from Shadowdale. Your favorite painter? One of the Ninja Turtles. Actually, it's Picasso, but that's really cliche. I'm sorry. Your favorite musician? This is hard, because for recent ones, just the way they can do soundscapes, and they've been around for like 30 years, probably Skinny Puppy. They can pretty much do anything they want to, with their own unique spin. I mean, Ogre has a pretty distinct voice. But for classical, well, obviously like Johnny Cash and people like him, Hank Sr. Hank the Third is doing incredible stuff right now, and Hank Jr. can go fuck himself. But for classical, I'm gonna go with Tchaikovsky. Just the Russians knew how to make classical music, in my mind, anyway. The quality you most admire in a man? To not always talk about sex or pussy or breasts or anything like that. It gets boring. The quality you most admire in a woman? The ability to think like a man. Your favorite virtue? Is kindness a virtue? I have no idea. Your least favorite virtue or nominee for the most overrated one? Patience. Patience is very overrated, and it should not be a virtue at all. Your proudest achievement? Obviously my children. Your favorite occupation? You know, I always wanted to be a scientist. That's the truth. What would you have liked to be? See above. Actually, no. Either a historian or a history teacher. I always just wanted to do that. Your most marked characteristic? If you look here, I kind of have like bulk in the eyebrows going on. That and I'm fat. Let's see. What do you value most in your friends? Their existence. What is your principal defect? I am extremely fucking chaotic. And that's the truth. Extremely chaotic. Like, I'll latch on to things for a little bit, like a month or two, get tired of it, move on to something else. I'm that way with, like, writing and everything. That's annoying. And, yeah, a lot of things. I need to learn how to focus. Okay. What to your mind would be the greatest of misfortunes? Having your children die before you. I can't even imagine the crushing despair that would bring to a parent. Which is why I don't understand it when parents kill their children or let them you know, I don't know. This is part 1 of this. I still have a few questions left, but I don't think I'm going to finish it in the time allotted from YouTube. So, I'll be back in a bit. Thanks. Bye.